Hello again, YouTube. We are still filming stuff.
At 8 in the morning.
I'll probably put this on like a legacy of its own playlist. But we're going to do another Discography review, and we're doing a band that's fairly new to the scene of metal and heavy music. We're going to be doing
and of my own liking.
And of his own liking. We're going to do Five Finger Death Punch.
We were debating on doing this after the third album came out, but that would be next year because they're not going into the studio till December to record it.
And I'm doing a lot of bands that are going to be having new albums next year and stuff. So.
And upcoming, just to note, Disturbed after August 31st sometime.
Yeah.
That's
and obviously he's going to be in it, and so is Brad, because
he's
the biggest Disturbed fan I know. Not Brad, Jesse.
Hi. See.
Yeah.
Disturbed's Asylum, 31st.
But
third promotion.
We're gonna be doing a Five Finger Death Punch. Their style, for those who have never listened to Five Finger Death Punch before, are very
groove metalish.
They're groove in a different aspect, because groove today has become very grashy, very just groove and thrash meshed into one beautiful orgy of awesome.
Yes, and the singer Ivan Moody, I think that's his name.
Yes.
He also he sounds a lot like Corey Taylor with the singing and then the yelling.
Yeah.
Doesn't really scream, he yells, which is kind of cool. I kind of like it. I thought he sounded like a retarded chimp or something, but he actually sounds pretty cool.
They're a unique band to look at,
fighter.
and they're just an interesting band to hear, because they're just a lot of aggression, especially on the first album.
Very diverse, too. Hungarian founder of the band and a Canadian guitarist, so former UFC fighter and the singer.
So, the two albums will not be a long one. This is just really the only band we can do that we both, have done. If you include all three of us, it's really like three bands that we could do, but this is one of the ones that we could do that was simple, easy, and it was not Slipknot, because I don't want to do Slipknot right now. So yeah, this is Five Finger Death Punch, and obviously 10 minutes or less. The first time they released was called The Way of the Fist, and it was released in 2007. And this album is a typical first album. It's heavier, it's raw.
It's very angry.
It opens with Ashes, which just opens with a scream. Raw! It's
kind of like that.
Yeah, just very heavy.
But
this shows their difference, because the way they tune their guitars even sounds different. It's got harmony in the guitars.
Tuned for awesomeness.
Yeah. The drummer, it showcases the band's talent. The singer does a lot of his they get a lot of their anger through this album.
Very angry listening to this band.
It's just something. Five Finger Death Punch. You want to beat the crap out of.
Kind of like a nod to old kung fu movies.
Yeah. It's just.
Very unique vocal styles.
Yeah, they're just an interesting band to hear.
A lot less melody.
Their bass is very heard. For a metal band, that's kind of interesting. The special edition comes with a Faith No More cover, and for a band like to stick over Faith No More,
what's
out of nowhere.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah. They cover Faith No More, which is really weird, and then we have
They cover a lot of military. Some of their aspects are very anti-military.
Yeah. Five Finger Death Punch.
We'll cover that in the next album.
Yeah.
But very raw though. But not very raw, but much rawer than the second album.
Yeah, it's like refined raw, because it's not in any way poor quality like some first albums are.
But it's a very, very good first album to start off with.
Very harsh.
Very, very in your face.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna let you know they're here to stay.
They're here.
Honestly.
They're here to put a Five Finger Death Punch in their face.
Yeah. Duh. See. Anyway, that's pretty much about it.
Yeah, there's not really much you could break down around this album. They're all phenomenal players. The guitars, again, interesting tuning. They put in interesting melodies in their songs. Like it's in the chorus, but they'll just have it in there.
Favorite song? Mine's Devil's Own.
Not probably Ashes, just because that's an intense opening to the album.
Anyway.
The second album they released was called War Is the Answer, and that was released...
What's that one about?
Yeah.
And ironically, the one playing in the background, No One Gets Left Behind, is very anti-war. If you listen to lyrics, he's like, what happened to No One Gets Left Behind, basically just what... Yeah. Anyway. Very anti-military. But
he's very direct with his lyrics.
and probably this is actually the first song I heard from them. And my friend gave me their first and second albums, and I listened to them, and they're a phenomenal band. Anyway, this guy. That one.
I think we're more than just saying my friend.
Johnny.
Sorry.
My music guru.
No. But like we kind of touched on in Way the Fist, there's a lot more melodies on this album. I mean, they cover Bad Company.
It's much more produced. It's much more varied.
It's a cover that comes out of left field. I mean, it's a softer song from a band that released an album like Way the Fist. There are bonus tracks with the
Succubus, which was
they're both
basically
songs.
Hate Me re-recorded.
They were both scraps from Way the Fist, so they kind of sound a little bit differently than
re-recorded and more produced.
Yeah.
And this one actually debuted at number 7 on the Billboard 200.
It is a much better album, in my opinion, than Way the Fist, but you cannot disregard Way the Fist. That is a very good album.
This is my favorite Five Finger Death Punch album, which really makes me anticipate the third.
Guitars are still refined as hell. The solos are
great solos.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Cool drums. The lyrics I like.
Some of the songs he sounds a lot like Corey Taylor on the vocals,
which is fine with me because Corey Taylor sucks.
What's your favorite song?
I don't know.
Actually,
My Own Hell.
Mine's Dying Breed.
Mine's My Own Hell.
If you'll notice, a lot of my favorite songs are the opening tracks, because I'm a fan of opening tracks. I like, if an album starts well, it's probably going to be my favorite track.
I like Fully.
It's a rarity that it doesn't. Mudvayne, it'll happen, but I mean, there's rarely a band where the opening track is not.
But yeah. Other than that, that's left to do. I mean, that's a quick 2 albums.
It's about 5 minutes. That's it. Five Finger Death Punch. 5 minutes or less. Five finger death punch.
No.
Five finger death punch.